infinite stars surround our world, and aeons ago, intelligent life must have emerged somewhere and slowly evolved into a spacefaring society. Like us, surely these beings would have been drawn to explore. So then, where is everyone? Is it simply the nature of intelligent life to destroy? And maybe the only signs of life they're able to send are in a brief window before that world perishes. Still, no one has come, and no radio signals can be detected across our silent galaxy. Could civilizations ever cross thousands of light years and find more than alien graves? Maybe it's just pure luck that greed or catastrophe have not yet ended our species. Can we make the right choices? Might we learn from our mistakes? Will you overcome the Fermi Paradox? The Fermi Paradox.
Well, on that happy note, welcome back to another episode of the Fermi Paradox. I was gonna record War Thunder, but there's currently a boycott going on thanks to people disagreeing with some updates on the economy system. And as a person who's played War Thunder for a long time, I agree with the boycott, and I'm just not gonna play it until things calm down. But in the meantime, we got some more Fermi Paradox. I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode, because I am recording this right after the first episode and managed to catch the intro again. So we're going to continue the game. We're going to do that one. Welcome back to the early access version. Let's do that. Hope all of you guys, gals, and non-binary pals are having a great day, great night, great evening. Sorry, stretching. Gonna be getting lunch after this. A new galaxy is born. Billions of stars, planets are taking shape. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot. Alrighty. We'll go with the Demani camps. Consumption leads to exhaust of large regions. Number of fire clearings. Alright. We'll do Tau Ceti. Storm size of Tau Ceti 3 forms over a gas giant. Do Rigel. An ice age drastically alters the climate of Rigel 7. Do Cirrus. Continued. Or continental drift creates new land masses. Glice. Earthquakes open an enormous rift below one of their oceans. The Wandorians. Depopulation. The first major settlements of Wandor are constructed from very flammable materials. Accidents and lightning strikes cause series of disastrous city fires. Want to organize early fire squads and adopt fire prevention methods. Still, their population numbers fall for each settlement that is burned down. I think regular development works best because they gotta learn firefighting eventually. So we'll do that. Firefighting eventually. Alright. Coupler 4 is home. Okay, we'll do that. Lay down their arms. Abandon the art of war. Dominator rises power in Coupler 4. Okay. Wormwood. Extinction biomass. Slowly transforms fossil fuel reserves. Rigel. Plant leaves orbit. Central star. Alright. Cirrus. Changes color spectrum. Do Tau Ceti. Ice Age drastically alters the climate. All of them are at Ross this time. Destroys a dominant animal species on Virgo. Oh my god. 6, okay. Missions, Central Star leads changes. What's this one? Biomass into new materials. Oh, development event. Alright, so they're gonna start writing things down, I guess. The sages rise folk because their historical knowledge and their connection to spirit and the lands of Exus are seen as vital qualities, motivated by a desire to perpetrate the sacred dance of life many generations beyond their own. These leaders observe, reflect, and make decisions based on experimental wisdom and unwavering intuition. Alright. With a keen understanding of Damani, nature, and past events, the wise tribal leaders calmly sidestep the destructive paths that their predecessors may have followed out of fear and uncertainty. Wise leaders persistently lead their people towards harmony, enriching their lives by awakening. Alright, and then some of the spiritual sages turn out to be other fakes and are replaced quickly with more practical-minded leaders. To gain the people's trust, subsequent chiefs distance themselves from spiritual practices, thus closing the doors to ancient wisdom. We're going to do regular development because I got the synthesis to burn. Oh, you can't see it. I got 64 synthesis. Let me see if I can. Oh, wrong one. Do this. Can I flip you? Alright, we're going to do that. Oh, that looks weird. That looks so weird. Alright, we're gonna vibe with that. God, that looks weird. Alright, we're just gonna roll with that. Alright, but we're gonna do regular development since I have 64 synthesis to burn. Alright. Natural hazards. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Abandon their clans and wander Vexus in search of new lands. Alright. Beautiful sculptures are shared amongst the humans of Earth. Animal species, complex social structures. Depleted land region recovers under the care of foresters. Develop new form of artistic expression. Tau Ceti, moon escapes, becomes a dwarf planet. Please be a good thing. Paradigm shift. Alright. I love the artwork in the game. The establishment of the first city-states, enlightened thinkers argue that their governance should be given to philosopher monarchs. These benevolent leaders are with absolute power, should rule the state like a skilled and professional captain commands a ship sailing in the sea regions of Earth. They posit that in order to reach the tranquil waters of Earth, the waters of peace and prosperity, a wise navigator must interpret the ethical star map for humans to follow. I don't know. Sounds like divine right to rule to me. You saw how well that went. Philosophers and challenge the absolute power of their rulers. Culture of inquiry and dialogue spreads all over Earth. New form of governance inspires many human settlements to form their own expanding city-states, but the ideas and ideals behind the philosopher monarchs are quickly lost. Seen as threat to neighboring regions, whose leaders rally spear fighters and hordes to overthrow the philosopher monarchs. Alright, we'll do cultural ascent. I want humanity to succeed. Make justice, cause, okay. New region. Glyce. Moon escapes channel. Orbit becomes dwarf planet. Prospect on Virgo. Have reached the Steel Age. Wow, they're doing great. Are able to access countless sources of heat to refine metal ore and start creating strong alloys, weapon, armor, tools, and buildings. Good for them. The sages pushed the boundaries of alloy use and developed multiple new applications. The creation of printing presses and alchemistic laboratories, they're able to research the secrets of the primal world in much more detail, and their foundings impress and inspire the Wander. So those of you who don't know, printing presses were like the first like printing machines, and they would like make newspapers and books and stuff like that. And ironically, or not ironically, but interestingly, the first the first big seller of the printing press was I think it was a German translation of the Bible. Which was unusual because before then it was always written in Latin. But now that you could print things en masse, people could translate them and then spread the Bible and the scripture through the common people without having to go to church, and that led to a whole bunch of other problems, but you know, religion. Rigel, storm the size of Rigel 7, forms over a gas giant. Dust exposed to light reaching Virgo. Alright, we're gonna pop back up here. Natural global warming, climate on Virgo. No drift, landmass is on Tau Ceti 3. Will of the Night Terrors can only be read in the entrails of animals. Oh, that's fun. Wanderer will produce sophisticated metal alloys, allowing them to construct impressive steel cities. Damani Sage. Consumption. The Damanis have mastered the art of creating elaborate, deadly structures to lure and capture animals built to withstand the elements. These intricate labyrinths are full of hidden spikes, pits, and snares that kill countless prey while the hunter continues to roam freely. Huh. Oh, we're doing prevention right here. After each hunting season, the trap structures are burned to the ground further to prevent overharvesting. The locations where the structures are built are rotated each year. This is something that our ancestors did all the time when they were hunting. They would rotate their hunting grounds, I think, and they would also keep a general eye on the population from what I learned this year because I took anthropology. And it was to make sure that they still had food over the winter and stuff like that. So it's very, very interesting. We're going to pop back up here. Come on. Ugh. My God, I'm tired. Species. Alright. Wind, marvelous structures on the surface of Dogstar. Do Ross. Surface of Virgo. Mondorian Steel City becomes a center of trade and commerce. Hey, have they reached the Bronze Age? Hey, they did reach the Bronze Age. Bronze Age. Oh my God, I cannot speak. In the Bronze Age, the Damanis begin testing limits of their planet's generosity. All right. Whoa. That is cool. We'll just do advancement. New techniques and tools allow Domaines to explore new areas, produce natural resources, and develop early infrastructure. That is some cool freaking clothes, man. Alright, Cirrus. Fluctuations in the chemistry of Dog Star's ocean leads to changes in the water. Why am I yawning so much? God. I got some good sleep last night, too. Activity produces a new mountain range. We'll do Tau Ceti. Why does it keep bringing me in? Your planet is destroyed by an asteroid collision. Okay. Volcanic activity. They're growing. Weather changes. Many human tribes seek out warmer and more fertile lands. In the process, spread regional culture and crafts across Earth. Migratory leads to growth of human settlements and fresh rain, despite an uneasy start to relations with indigenous neighbors. Remarkable light sage is widely circulated amongst the humans. Its sculptures represent harmony on Earth. Work of remarkable high light. Alright, we'll do one more event at Earth. There we go, we get some more population going. They used to have 3 million people, and I am so sad about that. Drift cruise landmass. Tau Ceti, external planetoid, enters orbit. Planetoid. Glyce, ocean-based life form, evolves onto land. Alright, so they have councils now. Handheld ranged weapons capable of penetrating heavy armor invented by the Wandor. These crossbow weapons allow unskilled soldiers to wield powerful ranged weapons without the dedicated training needed for traditional archery. Ugh. Why am I yawning? Okay, but crossbows and armor had this like arms race where it was like how much power could you put into a crossbow and how much armor would you need to defend against it. It became this arms race that continued on and on and on and on until guns were invented. And then it like just no amount of armor could protect against that amount of power. Hence why mechanics crossbow are unreliable, often fail. Crossbows used in construction become widespread. Mastery of the crossbow becomes fundamental skill. Soldiers will do absolute power here. We'll do some more population. They don't even have 1 million? That's surprising. Work of remarkable scholars, widely circulated amongst the Wander. Asteroid trapped in the gravity well, becoming a permanent moon. Alters climate. Directly impacts the climate on glycine. And fossil fuels to keep the crust of warmer prime. Species structure. What is it? Iron Age? Hey! Empires and trading states rise to power in the Iron Age. The metalworking humans forge tools and develop the skills needed to create simple machinery, while expanding theological discourse could provide them with a sense of purpose and moral compass. Organized religion also has the potential to bring about great atrocities. That is true. That is true. Alright, knowledge and books. Scholars are eager with their hands on as ever humanity looks for the heavens guidance. Mighty blades and mining and smelting resources. Alright, we'll do that. And we'll do a couple events here. They'll increase the size of their cities and access more regions of the earth. Whoa, they jumped. Iron Age technology allows humans to harvest biomass on the surface of the earth. Okay. reduction in Vex. Sages of Demanes learn to harvest the ashes of Vex's volcanoes, using them as key ingredients in both building materials that last for centuries. Okay, that is true. While some sage claims become experts in creating new building materials, others grow wary of the dangers of harvesting volcanic ash. The substance rarity and usefulness cause it to become an immensely valuable trade item. The new building material shows great promise. Early tragedies during attempts to harvest volcanic ash lead to Demanes to believe they have angered the gods. They learn to fear and avoid the volcanoes, become a symbol of divine retribution. I think this might be the best deal here, so we'll do that. Alright, we'll do a couple more events, and then I will end for today. I'm avoiding that. Continental Drift, alright. Agricultural exhausts large volcano regions in Vexus. Parasitic species develop symbiosis with major life form. Cirrus asteroid trapped in a gravity well becomes a permanent moon. Settled peacefully. Oh, that's nice. Hey! An evolution event. Alright, we'll end after this. Evolved on Virgo. Life form on the ocean planet Virgo started making simple tools which developed a rudimentary language of both species. Alright. It's an ocean planet. Oh my god. Sometimes you'll need it. Alright. Oh, that is cool. The Frenner, Frenner, inhabitants of the equatorial coral region forests, the squid people form harmonic and peaceful groups. The Quasis, giant anemone animals wandering the floating seaweed continents of the ocean world. The Shivans, hive of predatory jellyfish creatures swelling in the deep sea to breed and raiding the surface for food. You know what? I've been kind of wanting a war-happy group other than humanity, so we're gonna do the Shivans. And then we're gonna do 2 events. Shivan civilization is born. Establish a new brood. And with that, we're gonna end here today. I hope you all enjoyed. We're gonna go back to the main menu. Just the main menu. And then we're gonna go over here. And we're going to change my guy again because that was weird. I don't know if I will do that again because I don't know if I really like that or not. But I hope that you all enjoyed the second episode of Fermi Paradox. I'm enjoying it. Why am I so tired all of a sudden? I did the first recording, that was fine, and then I did the second recording right after, and now I'm exhausted. But hope you all enjoyed. As I mentioned last time, I do stream on Twitch. I'm gonna try and do it every Friday around 5 p.m. Pacific. Maybe I'll start streaming on Mondays around that time also, especially since I don't have classes anymore. But I hope that you all have a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year, and I will see you next time.